Let's go ahead and get a head start on my top 10 comic picks for next week's new comic book day, November 15th, 2023. If you see anything on this list from DC Lunar that you want to pick up, you're going to want to make sure that you contact your LCS to hold it aside for you by Tuesday, November 14th, 2023, or make sure you're getting into your shop by then. So, without further ado, let's get started. Starting things off at number 10, we have the reissue of the TMNT Last Ronin series, number 2. And I didn't check out number 1. Maybe you guys can tell me in the comments if these are indeed a reprint that's comic-sized as opposed to the normal oversized. Otherwise, I don't quite understand why they're doing the reprint. I understand a game is kind of coming out. And I guess it says returning fans and new readers prepare for the next chapter in the Roninverse saga. So there's a new Roninverse book probably coming out, but I still don't get why you just reissue them without any type of change. So hopefully they're the comic book size ones, as I saw, weeks ago. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to find where it said that, but let's move on to number 9, and that is Lipstick Clica number 1. And I just think that this is a pretty cool idea. There's nothing like that out there in the comic book world right now, as far as I know. It just kind of reminds me of like a Robert Rodriguez type movie comic. So it's an all-female gang, shape-shifting vampire cholas. So just sounds fun, could be interesting. Not really spec pick, but something like this I could definitely see getting picked up, especially since it has minorities and all female. That might be something someone might want to pick up for like maybe a short series or something like that. It does say that it's kind of like the Night of the Cadillacs run, or I forget exactly what it is. It's from the IP holding company X-Pos who delivered the hit underground. No, that's the run. What is this? I don't remember what I read, but I read it was part of like some type of bigger universe. But anyway, let's move on to number 8, and that is The Deviant number 1. And this one I just think sounds super awesome. So it's written by James Tynion, who is famous for Department of Truth. Here it says World Tree, but he's done so much more than that. Even what's that one where the world was coming to an end? Last House on the Lake. There it is. That one was really good too. So anyway, this one is a basically a Santa who starts killing people, and it just seems like it's really awesome. But we'll actually revisit this because there's a specific cover that I think on its own will have higher spec value than this one will. But I think this could have, it could be the next great book from James Tynion. It could also be a really good Christmas horror movie for someone to pick up, either movie or TV show. Everything is going to do TV show, so I think something like this that has several issues coming out could actually end up making it be a really good, either Peacock or Paramount, even HBO Max might pick up the rights to this thing, develop it into some type of horror TV show across the holiday season, and then that's something that people will come back and watch every year. So you got those numbers, around this time every year. Anyway, that's just sort of my thoughts on it. But let's go ahead and move on to Philadelphia number 31. And the reason that this is on here is because it has a guest appearance from Spawn. And that's pretty much it. There is a really nice black and white cover. So just, something to keep it on if you're a huge Spawn fan, or if you like Philadelphia or Todd McFarlane, whatever. Because I think this might be a Todd. Let me see. Is this a Todd McFarlane cover? I don't think it's gonna say. Anyway, all right. So before we get to number 5, I did want to remind you I do have my PayPal and my Venmo in the description of the video. If you want to support the channel, that'd be greatly appreciated. If you leave a message with your support, I will go ahead and include that in the video. In the next video, give you guys a shout out. So thanks in advance for anyone who decides to do that. But let's get into number 5, and we have World's Finest Teen Titans number 1. And this one has the first team appearance of the Anti-Titans. So let me see. Is there one that has them on the cover? Nope. Teen Titans, and Teen Titans. Yeah, so I don't see, unless somehow that's the I don't know. But has the first appearance of the Anti-Titans. Number 4 is the Deviant number 1/1/100 Lee Bermejo variant that I think could actually have. I hate one. Why does it go smaller? That I think could actually have some higher value than the regular cover. If there's some spec value to it. Number 3 is Star Wars Visions Peach Momoko number 1. So the special thing about this is the first comic book original of Visions. It is written by Peach Momoko. It is drawn by Peach Momoko. And the reason I say that is because we had that Star Wars Vision book, right? But those are all based off of the Disney Plus shows. This one is the first one that's originating in comics and then could make its way to Disney Plus. So that's what makes this one different than the other ones. That, and it has the first appearance of Ancock, a cult member who believes she is the successor to the legacy of the Sith, which leads me to believe that this one could actually be canon. I think they're all canon, but I'm not 100% sure on that. That might be something, maybe Star Wars Theory or Josh over at Denim Nerds can answer for us. But number 2 is Immortal Thor, number 4. And I know the spec this week's not that great, but this one is a possible introduction on the 4. So it says that that he's summoning the 4. So it's either he's gonna do what it takes to get them, and their first appearance is gonna be number 5, or he actually summons them, and maybe they have a cameo in this one, and their first appearance is number 5, or he summons them, and their first appearance is here in number 4. So it's a possible first appearance, or the first appearance could be number 5. So if you're interested in Thor, and Thor Spec, and Immortal Thor run, and all that good stuff, especially with it being Al Ewing, I'd go ahead, I'd check out Thor 4. Maybe your store will let you read through it. And if it has that spec in there, cool, pick it up. And if it doesn't, well then it's probably going to be in number 5. At number 1, it's actually a DC book for once. Outsiders number 1. And this one is a double key. It's got 2 first appearances. It's got the first appearance of the drummer right here, who is a female version of the Planetary character. And the first appearance of Third Man, who is a villain with a secret buried beneath America. What is it? So that's my number 1. Outsiders number 1 coming out. This one's actually coming out November 14th, 2023. But all the rest are going to be coming out November 15th, 2023. Alright everybody, that's going to go ahead and do it for me and my top 10 comic picks for next week's new comic book day, November 15th, 2023. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, if you could please click that thumbs up button, give this video a like, subscribe to the channel to see more great comic book and collectible content like this, and comment down below, let me know what you thought about this video. And here's a video that's probably going to be my FOC picks that are due. This will come out Sunday, so it'll be tomorrow, Monday, November 6th. And then the other video will be my picks for this week's new comic book day, November 8th. So you can check out one of those if you want some more comic book content. Otherwise, as always, thanks again for checking out this video, and until next time.